On the first day of 2021, Arizona passing a grim milestone. As of today, the state has reported 9,000 deaths related to COVID-19. That is 1,000 new deaths reported in just the last 10 days.
Officials also adding another 10,000 new cases. More than 530,000 Arizonans have tested positive for COVID in the past year. And the U.S. officially passing 20 million confirmed cases today.
So with numbers trending in the wrong direction, many hoping the vaccine will turn things around. But the rollout is still moving slowly. As we reported earlier this week, tens of thousands of doses are just sitting in freezers. ABC 15's Zach Crenshaw asking tonight, is vaccine reluctance slowing us down?
For much of the last 10 months, there's been anxious talk about the vaccine and its impact on life returning to normal. But now that it's here and available to healthcare workers, some are expressing hesitancy.
I was a little nervous just because it came out so fast, but I believe in science.
Donna Fuentes at Wellsprings of Gilbert got the vaccine this week, but there's skepticism among her colleagues.
It just seems like it was a rushed vaccine.
That's some of what Director Jeff Barrett is hearing from more than half his staff.
We have roughly 35 to 40% of our staff receiving the vaccine today. The folks that aren't, I think, are really and truly waiting to see what happens.
Polling done by the state pre-rollout, while the majority of healthcare providers would get the vaccine, 18 to 35-year-olds were more likely not to get the shot.
I think when we got our results from the poll, I think like doctors and nurses were very high on that. And then depending on what where people worked, we did start to see a fall off.
Dr. Christ expressing confidence Wednesday that those regularly seeing COVID patients are getting this vaccine.
We at this point need all the help we can get. It's pretty desperate.
Dr. Kara Guerin, an ER doctor with Valleywise, already got round one of the vaccine, but is bothered by some of the data she's hearing.
That is definitely concerning that we're not going to be able to get sufficient vaccination rates to make a difference.
Dr. Fauci said we need 70 to 85% of the population vaccinated or with antibodies to reach herd immunity. Dr. Chris thinks Arizona can still get there by this summer.
There's a lot of different things that have to come together for us to do that, but we are optimistic.
With staffing and logistical issues already slowing down doses, the last thing Arizona needs is hesitancy.
We don't believe that vaccine sitting in a freezer does anybody good. We want it in people's arms.
But those already vaccinated,
I got mine first early on to show people it's okay.
hoping that once people see it safe and effective,
They'll opt back in.
Now, you've probably heard reports of this new strain that doctors believe can spread even more easily. Well, Dr. Fauci saying this week he believes the current vaccines available will be effective against this variant. Zach Crenshaw, ABC 15, Arizona.